I'm sure you recognize that. Now they tell me that when Roger retired from the leadership of this group, that the continuance of the group could have been touch and go if not for a good choice of a successor. And that was Dean Westover. Who's going to say hello to you in a moment. They tell me that Roger Davies can still fit into his original youth band tunic. And now would you please welcome Dean Westover.
Just to set the record straight, that's his DYC tunic, not his DYB tunic. I wore humidity in my house, my tunic shrunk over the 10 years it's been hanging there. This evening's been 25 years in the making, and who would have thought that when this band marched out in that lovely colored tunic that Craig has on there, 25 years ago, on May 1st at Hamilton Temple, that this evening it would have come. And the relationships and the friendships and the ministry opportunities have been great, and it's good to see the band continuing on that way. We're going to change the style a bit, because I'm not all about show music. When I thought about a piece for this, I wanted to pick something that was significant to the band in the time I had. I've had the privilege of being in this band 14 years, as I said, as an inaugural member, and 6 years as leader. And I thought first of picking a piece that was off one of the recordings for the Emblems, or the first one we did, and which was taken from the first anniversary concert I did in 1993, entitled DYB Live. And I've chosen tonight to do a piece called All of Thee. And when we did it, we recorded it it was on the anniversary, we recorded on DYB Live, and it was on manuscript then, since it's been published. We used this piece, the first trip I took the band on was to Denver, Colorado, and we were down there strictly on a PR mission for the Army, to be part of the Scottish-Irish Festival. The Army had been kicked out of it 5 years ago, and this was the first time the Army had a chance back. And we did a lot of PR stuff, but in preparing for it, I thought it would be nice if we could go to an Army Corps on a Sunday night and minister there. And the only real Corps down there was Denver Citadel. And we couldn't go to Denver Citadel because the officer was packing to go hunting and had canceled the meeting. True story. So we ended up going to a men's rehabilitation center. And this place is like no other place I've ever seen. It was absolutely huge. It was a full city block. It was 5 stories high. And it was in an auditorium full of men, this size, if not bigger. And God was in that evening, because everything we did, everything the band played, everything Major Waters, Captain Waters then spoke about, just weaved ever so nicely. And we played this piece before Fred brought his devotional. And this piece is called All of Thee. And it talks about the transformation of life that I'm sure every one of us in this room here this evening can relate to somewhere in our lives, somewhere down our path. And it talks about, starts off with us looking at ourselves and being only ourselves and focusing only on ourselves. And it's found in Psalm 548. And it ends, the first verse ends with all of self and none of thee. Then we hear in the piece a little more turmoil, and it talks about how appropriate for Easter. Yet he found me, I beheld him, bleeding on thy cursed tree, heard him pray, forgive him, Father. And my wistful heart said faintly, some of self, none of thee. Then the third verse talks about less of self and more of thee. And then you're going to hear a very victorious ending that depicts the none of self and all of thee. And as the band played that on that evening, and Fred then talked about that, and then right after that, the band sang Eric Leisman's Peace, Perfect Peace, for we all understand. And all you heard in that auditorium, the sobs of men whose lives have been broken, turning to Christ. That's why I chose this piece tonight, and I trust that that's the Easter message for you, that allows us all to turn a new page and have a fresh start.